Hello, everyone, and welcome. Coming to you live from Bishano. I don't know how to say it in Tasmania.
Vision.
Yeah, and I'm joined by two guests. I've got Meg Huskins and Victoria Peterson. Thanks for being here, guys.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Um, and yeah, this is my first time in Tasmania. I think it's very funny because we've been going around this morning, and my son has been saying to everyone, "We're from Australia," and everyone's just laughing. Like we're still in Australia, buddy, but it's just an island
Yeah.
at the bottom. But it's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning, and it's so beautiful here. And yeah, we've been on a few short walks already, and it's just amazing. So lovely to be here. And yeah, so one thing that it's a bit of a quick trip, but I wanted to do some classes here, and we were having a chat and sort of decided that X-Men was one of the things that people are interested in Australia and I mean in Tasmania. So we're going to be doing a one-day Undiscovered Possibilities class in Hobart on Saturday the 3rd of April, I think is the day. And yeah, so guys, was there any questions that you wanted to ask about the class, or that people have been asking you about what the class is, or
I guess my first question would be, who should do the class? Who would the class benefit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's very funny because one of the questions that I get the most is, how do you know if you're an X-Men? Basically, it's very funny because so for anyone who doesn't know, the X-Men classes are based on uh, information that Gary Douglas and Dane here, the founders of Access Consciousness, came across because parents were asking them to come to their house or their schools or their workplace to help deal with the children, because these were kids that had been labelled with disabilities, and the parents were having a lot of trouble, or the caregivers, or the teachers. And so what Gary and Dane started to do was ask the kids questions about what they were aware of and what they knew. And what they started to find is that these kids weren't actually disabled. They actually had these different abilities, and no one was really seeing it from that point of view. And so they coined these kids the X-Men after the movies and the comics. And then what they discovered is, actually, if these kids have access to these different abilities, how come we don't? And so they started to actually step into those abilities themselves, and now we have the X-Men materials, and they're actually available, for the adults as well to choose. So yeah, one of the things that I would say is, any area of your life that you think you're fucked up is probably an area that you have actually some ability with that you haven't acknowledged. And that's where we really begin with the X-Men classes, is starting to look at, what's actually right about you that you're not getting. And a lot of us that are different and that have a different way of looking at the world have always made ourselves wrong for lots of different things. So yeah, that's a little bit about what X-Men is.
Yep. Fantastic. I'm so excited to be doing this. A couple of girlfriends have asked, can you do it online? If you're not able to tune in and be in Hobart on Saturday, can they tune in online?
Yes, of course. I know it's Easter weekend, and it's not, probably the most ideal because people are going to be, out with family and everything. So you can definitely join online. We'll have like a video set up in the room, and you'll also receive, audio and video recordings of the class. So if you can't make it live, you can also watch it later on when you get home.
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. any other questions?
Um,
The only
oh,
one
yeah, Vic.
the only one I was thinking of, is there any prerequisites to do the class?
There actually isn't for this class. I would say it would be, lovely if you've taken a buzz class, but even that, you don't actually need to have done that to come to do the class. So you can just come find out a little bit about it. There's a manual for the class. It's a really great manual. It's really fun. It's really simple and easy. And yeah, we basically just, every class is very different, but we also will, give you the manual so that you've got some information to take home, because it can be a lot to take in one day as well. So
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
yeah. So yeah, just wanted to, let everyone know that it's happening and say hi to you guys. And I'm going to be, spamming Facebook with lots of photos of my trips in Tasmania because it's so beautiful. I just can't believe it, how amazing it is here. And I'm really looking forward to being in Hobart for the Easter weekend and hopefully see some of you guys at the Undiscovered Possibilities class.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Cool.
Excited.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you both so much for joining me. And these two lovely ladies are going to be hosting the class. So if you're watching this and you have any questions about, the venue or times or anything like that, just get in touch with them. And I'll also post a link to the class registration in the comments of this Facebook Live. So if you're watching this, just look out for the link there and you can register there. So yeah, thank you so much, ladies. It's a pleasure meeting you and chatting with you. And yeah, we'll see you soon in Hobart.
Yes.
Great.
Yay.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.